Hello everyone, welcome to Romi TV Africa. I am your host Regina Mwangi, and today I'm joined with my fellow panelists. This is newspaper review. So we are going to tackle a few stories, but before that I would like my colleagues to kindly introduce themselves.
Call me Abel Osogo. Yeah, I'll help you in tackling some stories that made the trends. What is it?
Good morning. I go by the name Sharon. Welcome to the show.
Alright, on our first story we are going to talk about Museveni sorry defends son over his Kenya tweets. Now on this story, the Ugandan president Yoweri Museveni yesterday subtly defended his son General Muhoozi over a series of Twitter messages Monday threatening to attack Kenya. In one of the tweets, Muhoozi had bragged that he could swiftly take over Nairobi as commander of the land forces. And he was saying it would take them and his army around 2 weeks to capture Nairobi. The tweets had threatened to boil over into a diplomatic situation. Now to defend his son, Museveni went ahead to promote General Muhoozi from Lieutenant General in charge of Uganda's Defense Land Force to a general one rank below his as a commander-in-chief. Why then promote him to full general after these comments? This is because this mistake is one aspect where he has acted negatively as a public officer, said Museveni in his letter. Museveni apologized to Kenyans and Ugandans, who he said could have been annoyed by one of the officials meddling in the affairs of brother Kenya. Now in this story, I think the president was I don't think he was sorry about his son, but I think he was trying to defend. So like father like son, he was trying to defend even after him, threatening Kenya and our security. He still went ahead to defend him instead of correcting him and telling him, son, this was wrong. So what do you think about it? Starting with you, Abel.
Okay, on my side, as a Kenyan citizen, I don't take the apologies. Reason being, he couldn't have promoted it. Instead, he could have demoted him. Yeah. In fact, if we could have demoted him, I could have taken the apologies, but I don't take the apologies, and I don't think whether he was apologetic. Mm-hmm. That is ironical, he said something, but he did irony, the opposite of it.
Yeah.
That's what I can say about that story. So I don't take the apologies. Do you take?
No, I'm not also taking the apologies because he was not kind of sorry. So Sharon, what's your take?
Mine is just like what you. That's the truth about that story.
Alright. So you go there, comment, and tell us what you think about that story. Now on our second story, armed men in Subaru rob Nairobi businessman 1.5 million shillings in Utawala. Now a Nairobi businessman was on Tuesday at pains to explain his employees why he could not pay them after he was robbed of 1.5 million shillings meant to pay them soon after withdrawing the cash at a bank in Donholm Estate. The businessman told police that while driving from Mihango in Utawala, occupants of another car blocked his vehicle and ordered him to surrender the cash, which had been stashed in envelopes. The robbers, 3 in number, were armed with rifles. They took the cash and sped towards Eastern Bypass in Asubaru, he said in his police report filed at the Embakasi police station. Now this is not the first story we are hearing about abduction and robbing. So it's something that is going on in our country. Now I don't know how the security is handling that. I don't know at which state the security of our country is in, because these issues, like every day we have a case. Every day we have a case of abduction. Every day we have a case someone was robbed. And actually these people really knew that this businessman had money. Because why him? They knew he had withdrawn a huge amount of money, and that is why they abducted him. So what's your take on this, guys?
On my side, for the idea that those guys had been tracking the businessman. That's why they, you know, from his home or from where he came from to the bank and outside the bank. So literally, they saw him making transactions. That's why they had to follow him and demand, you know, the cash.
So you think it's people who really knew him?
Yeah, definitely.
And they knew definitely he had a huge amount of money.
Because let's take an example. How will I know that you have money right now? Do you know how much money I have at the moment?
No, I don't.
You don't. So, what if you could have been my wife? I came from the house in the morning and I carried some cash. Definitely, you know I have some cash, right?
Yeah, true.
So, if you follow me, you will
But these men are not wives to this businessman.
I understand. That's why I said take an example.
Oh.
That's just an example.
You say?
I think there was some connection between that man, maybe with his friends, and
true.
those bank managers.
So you think it's some form of betrayal?
Yeah.
Okay. That's it. So on our third story, it is saying, now it's about Ibrahim. Ibrahim, I don't know how to pronounce this name, but it's about Ibrahim Traore. He was officially appointed as the president of Burkina Faso. You guys, you know Burkina Faso?
Yes, it's in Africa.
Okay, I don't know if it's in Africa,
It's in
but I
Africa.
just hear the name Burkina Faso. Now, in this story, it is saying Ibrahim Traore, officially appointed Burkina Faso president. Okay, you know when you're appointed, it definitely means you are not elected, right? It means like someone just rose out of nowhere and chose you. Now I'm wondering why I'm not finding this story. It's on my headlines. Guys, can you find it there?
I think we should go to another story.
You should go to another story.
Yes.
Alright, now we have this story. It is saying Ibrahim Traore officially appointed Burkina Faso president. And he's a captain. So on Wednesday, according to an official statement, after the West African country's second coup in less than 9 months, Traore has been appointed as head of state, supreme head of the armed forces, according to the official statement read out on national television by spokesman Captain Kiswesida Farouk. Now, the impoverished Sahel nation plunged into turmoil at the weekend with Lieutenant Colonel was topped by newly emerged rival who headed a function at these junior officers. Now, according to this story, he was appointed. He was not elected. So, but I think Burkina Faso has been one of the countries that has been suffering, some political rivals. They are not settled on the president, they're not settled on the governance. But now, since he was appointed, I don't know if he's the choice of the people. I don't know, but I think it's a good thing, at least for once they can have a stable leader who will lead them. So what do you think about it?
Okay, I respond by asking a question. Does it mean that, Burkina Faso does not have a constitution or something related to that guides it on how to do matters with elections or appointments? Was the appointment constitutional? That's what we should,
Ask ourselves.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So if it was constitutional, fine. If it was not constitutional, and then we should watch on how he's going to perform, and then have to comment later. Yeah.
Okay. Shalom.
Okay, me personally, I don't know about Burkina Faso. Is it a democratic nation or it's just dictatorship, a dictatorial nation. So maybe if it's a democratic, people should vote who elects their president. Otherwise, it will be vice versa.
Alright, thank you for your sentiments. Now, on another story, how Kenyan nurse Billy Chemiril killed 22 elderly victims in US. Oh, this might be a serial killer. 22. Billy Kipkoril, 48, on Monday began trial for the third murder of 22 that he is accused of committing over a 2-year period between 2016 and 2018 in the state of Texas. All his victims were elderly people living in Cheshire homes or private in homes where he posed as a home caregiver or a technician sent to repair an appliance. Those who were unlucky enough to open the door for him were robbed of their jewelry before being suffocated using a pillow. Yet, thousands of kilometers across the world in the United States, prosecutors have this week begun one of the most publicized bizarre murder cases to be witnessed in the world's most powerful nation that strangely enough involves a son of Kabunyol who flew there to chase their American dream. Now this guy is 48. He has been killing people from a period of 2 years, like from 2016 to 2018. And according to this story, he has been, the way of his killing is what that is shocking people. His choice of victims, you know, he kills elderly people, not even young. And then he kills them by suffocating them with a pillow. So the families think that these people died because of old age, peacefully, a peaceful death. But okay, I'm not admiring him, but I admire the courage, the guts, the audacity he has.
Okay, okay. My question was, how can you admire murder and not murderer, right?
I'm not admiring his killing because it's just surprising me. I'm admiring him in a negative way.
Okay, okay. Let me say, I think he's a specialist in killing. I would like, if we had a video now, he suffocates people. I could have watched it, but I haven't found it. So I think the best thing they could have done to him is to suffocate him too with a pillow.
Huh?
Is to suffocate him too with a pillow, and not a life sentence. I don't think what a life sentence will help you.
Okay.
He should be suffocated too, using a pillow.
Okay.
They should ask him first how he did it, and then they apply the same technique to him.
Okay.
Yeah, that is it.
Wow. This analyst is so funny. Charlotte, can you tell us about that?
Like a point. Okay, I think it should be killed too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like tit for tat.
Tit for tat.
It's a fair
It's a fair game. Alright. You tell us he has been killing these people.
Suffocation.
Yeah.
A pillow.
He should be suffocated with a pillow. Now, on our last story, shock as trader suspected of killing sons in Mombasa found dead in Taveta. Okay, he's suspected of killing sons in Mombasa and now he's found dead. In the world of innocence at the Yaziwa Langombe home in Mombasa, brothers Damel Jackson and David Bouquet would walk around the estate comfortably in the belief that they were safe. That was until Sunday 2 a.m. when loud heart-rending cries erupted from neighbors after noticing a huge mysterious fire that had engulfed their house. By Monday morning, smoke was still billowing from the damaged house and inside lay the bodies of the two boys. Wow. Yesterday, a preliminary report of an autopsy done at Coast General Teaching and Referral Hospital mortuary revealed no signs of inhalation of smoke were recorded around their throats of respiratory systems. Also, the bodies were burnt between the fire raised the rental building. And in a new twist, their father's body was yesterday found in Taveta, more than 260 kilometers away from Mombasa. A report from Taveta police station seen by the Nation indicated 47-year-old Jason Chasha's body was found hanging in a house at Lesaisia village. He is suspected to have died by suicide. Aisha Makau, at around 9:30 a.m., went to Lesaisia village wrapped with a blue-striped Maasai shuka. Police visited the scene and established the dead body to be Jason Chacha and the trader who is the mother, and now the mother was also found dead. Now, this is a mystery, and it's a sad story that a family can just be, can just go like that, die like that, all of them. Now, I'm wondering what is, I don't know if it's some form of witchcraft or some form of family thing, suicide, like they wanted to die, all of them. Now, I'm a bit, confused with this story. So, what do you think? What can you tell us, Abel?
You see, a story like that, it requires thorough investigations, okay, according to me. So it's like right now, they have not told that the exact, okay, we have not heard the exact news that we're supposed to hear from them.
All right.
So they need to investigate and research more about that, those incidents.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shalom, Wawira.
Okay, I think it's a very sad story, but at the same time, I think there's an increase in our country, insecurities, something like that. So I think those people that will do investigation, let them do something that is clear and show the root cause of that death, of all those deaths.
Okay.
Yeah.
So those are our stories for today. Thank you for being with us. But before we finish, your final remarks, Abel and Shalom, what would you like to say?
Thank you for hosting. I would like to thank also the viewers and anyone who is listening. Someone might view and not. Someone might listen and not view. So definitely, I thank you all, and let's meet here.
Your social media platforms.
Tomorrow. Okay, my social media platforms. Find me on Facebook, Abel Osogo, at Twitter at Osogo. Abel.
Shalom.
So guys, mine is to remind you, kindly go and subscribe, comment, like and share widely as you can. I go by the name Shalom. You can follow me on my social media platforms at Shalom254 on TikTok and on Instagram at Shalom_Kenya. See you tomorrow.
Alright, follow us at Romy TV Africa in all social media platforms. I've been your host Regina Mwangi, Instagram, Twitter and Facebook at Regina Samuel.